queen and her young king to bless the stage. We got ISIS Tha Saviour.
Growing up in North Philly, every day was just a struggle to survive. I grew up in a very tumultuous household, a lot of family members, drinking, drugs, fights, and my mother, unfortunately, she had a history of schizophrenia 20 years before she gave birth to me. You know, waking up out the middle of the night, you know, fights, cops, she's breaking the windows out. So Mom, how would you describe me as a child?
Everything I had. I didn't have a penny for myself.
First bout with homelessness at age 11, and which ended with me crashing a stolen car and being placed in the system, DHS. Someone had already stolen the car. It was just there with like a screwdriver, and me and a friend, we hopped in and went on a joyride and ended with a crash that almost took my life. I went to Penn State. I went from the Salvation Army shelter, dropped off with a trash bag, and they were just like, all right, see you. Yep, at age 17.
Yeah, I'm on my third lifeline. Just a wrinkle in time, been on the grind since 9-9.
I was excited, you know, I felt like things were finally turning around and I had a lot of opportunity and it was a chance to start fresh. It was like a culture shock. You have 40,000 kids on campus, maybe 2,000 are black. Depending on if the football team won or lost, that was like the morale of the town, the racial tensions on campus with people of color. Now the Muslims were like the target. You had the campus bus drivers that do the loop around campus, like riding past Muslim students. Death threats were being sent. The FBI was down there. I think Al Sharpton, the village, it was like the Black Caucus in the village. They had formed some type of movement to get like these black leaders to come down there and address what was going on.
Is it a lesson to be revealed? Is it just me against the world? As long as it's progression, I always strive perfection. Turn my tragedy to triumph, then use my mind as a weapon.
Broke down, I left. Like, I was like, I can't take this no more. Like, I'm done. And I went back to Philly. 2007, the city, they had this initiative where they were bringing anyone in the city in with a bench warrant. So people from the 60s, 70s, they had warrants. Anybody had a warrant, they were sending warrant units out all throughout the city to bring them in.
Like a visitor from our present past, stranded as a tightrope, swerving in a narrow path. You watching sand slide, never an hourglass. You laying, suffer, counting every hour pass.
I was brought in by the warrant unit to Riverside Corrections. I was on the day that I turned 9 months pregnant. So I was there for about 2 days. I had my son at Einstein Hospital after being in labor for 43 hours, handcuffed to the bed. I was incarcerated for 7 months. I knew I had my son out here, and I knew that I had to make some changes. I was gonna put my son first, you know, so that's what I was just, you know, every day that's what I was thinking about.
It's a sweet rendition spinning ASAP, yo. Resolution, transformation. I love my brown skin, my melanin.
Knowing about my past and seeing how far I came, I think it giving him an appreciation of my resilience, and that, you know, you can make mistakes, but you also can turn them around and do things and still do great things. So I think it was a valuable lesson for us both. And you gotta have an outlet, like music. That's my therapy. That's my outlet. And through that, you can heal. You know, you can heal yourself. You can even help heal your community. People that can listen to your music and feel the message and let it resonate with them and inspire them. What's next? I won a fellowship for $20,000, 10 of which is for a musical project, and I'm doing it in support of the Dignity for Incarcerated Women Act. That's spearheaded by Cory Booker, Elizabeth Warren, Kamala Harris, and Dick Durbin, along with Van Jones's Cut 50 organization that's all geared towards criminal justice reform. And that law basically will end women from being shackled while they're pregnant, as well as in the solitary confinement of pregnant women, and the other slew of like initiatives that focus on women and giving them back their dignity and respect.